Hello, my friends. This is Ellis Paul. I've had a busy day today. I woke up in Charlottesville, Virginia, and jumped on an airplane and flew to Atlanta, then hopped on over to Tulsa. And I am here now in Okemah, Oklahoma. Okemah is the birthplace of Woody Guthrie, and this is where the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival takes place. That's where I am right now. I thought I'd just do the traveling medicine show on the fly tonight and show you around town. This is sort of a late day. It's a Wednesday, and the festival begins in earnest tomorrow with people coming in from all over the country. But there is a live show at the theater today, and I thought I'd show you around. So hang tight here. I'm going to play the intro to our show. And then I will be back and we'll take a little tour of Okemah, Oklahoma, and the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival. All right. I hope you guys enjoy the run here. Cheers. Hello, everybody. This is Ellis Paul. This is the Traveling Medicine Show on the road this week in Okemah, Oklahoma. I'm live here at the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival. And I thought I'd bring you up to a special place that is on a hill overlooking the town. This is the cemetery where the Guthrie family has their family interred. And there's a stone for Woody Guthrie here as well. You can see this is a little seating area. And Nora Bell Guthrie, Charlie, that's Woody's parents. And here's Woody's gravestone here. A lot of people have left pennies and stuff down there for him. And I'm going to leave this here. It's a beautiful spot. Nice to be hanging in Woody's memory here tonight. Let me know that you guys are here and where you're from, and I'll take you on a little stroll. We got Joan here from San Diego. Scarlett's checking in as well up in Leominster, and Jackie over there in Pittsburgh. Craig is here in Kentucky, and Stacy. Nice to have you guys here. Welcome to the old, I think it's called High Commons Cemetery in Okemah. We're going to take you on a little stroll into the city. Hang tight. A little setup here. God knows it might all go south. We'll find out. All right, we're still running. That's good. Okay, away we go. I'm going to take you through the graveyard back into town. I made my first stop in Okemah here back in like 1994, 93, something like that. I was looking for his birthplace and came into town. I think I was probably playing the Kerrville Folk Festival. Up here you can see the hill overlooks the town. I don't know if you can see that white water tower down there, but that's where the folk festival is held, where that water tower is, and the buildings next to it are where the festival, or the town itself is the town itself. So that's where we're going to be playing. I'm playing there tomorrow night. It is incredibly hot. It's like 99 degrees, 93 degrees right now. When I pulled into town, it was 98. And I've been traveling all day. But I'm so happy. This is a place where I realign my backbone and think about the mission of being an artist and the expectations of being an artist. And I try and, keep my dreams alive and my hopes in check. And just continue to write music that's supposed to deconstruct the world in a way that makes it a better place for everybody, including me. And that was Woody's mission too. Woody was born in 1912. He died in 1967. And some of you know he had Huntington's chorea, which is a terrible disease. It eventually takes your ability to live away. You end up having uncontrolled motion in your limbs and trembling, things like that. And Woody passed away from it in the hospital. He spent the last dozen years of his life in a hospital, but he had written 3,000 songs before that, which is pretty amazing. I've written close to 1,000, and I can't imagine writing 3,000. I think Dolly Parton might have written that many songs, but she's probably the only human being alive who has. Now we're going to go downtown to the theater, where there's some music happening at 7 o'clock, which is a few minutes ago. So we'll find a parking spot and see if we can't work our way into the theater. Don Condescending is supposed to be on stage there, and he was just arriving in town when I called him earlier today, so hopefully he made it to the theater and a sound check and all that. This is just a tiny town. They didn't always embrace Woody's legacy as a whole here. In fact, the first few times that I played here, there were some signs in the windows from people that were sort of protesting against having him being recognized as a hero of any kind, because they felt he was too communist in his leanings. And he just wanted everyone to get a fair share. Really, that's the thing with Woody. So this is Main Street. I've been coming here for, I think, 26, 27 years. And the building that you see right there is the Crystal Theater. And that's where the shows are happening. And my friends, Joe Raphael and Chris Bohalis, are out front holding court. I'm going to find a place to park. There we go. Right over here. Nice to be hanging with you guys. Oh my God, it's so hot. I had to turn off the air conditioning so it wouldn't interrupt the show. All right. Let's grab the wallet and go on in. See if we can't hear some music. Woody used to roam up and down this main street. It's not very big. It looks like a Wild West town, really, with a wide Main Street area. I'm jaywalking. I hope I don't get killed. Gonna see a lot of friends this week, which should be really great. A lot of people I see here every year who become friends over time because of our hang here. First time I came into town, I was trying to find his homestead, and had to go to the police station, and they directed me correctly. And it was all full of brambles. It still is. I'd like to see the place renovated, and they talked about selling it. The guy that owns it was a little dicey, and it just didn't work out. But it would be nice to have some kind of like a museum here, a proper museum here. That would be awesome. All right, I'm going to kind of sneak in. I hope I don't have to pay. I've got this little advisory board thing supposed to get me in everywhere. It's my way of cheating the system. Hi. I'll meet you in.
This is his online profile. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, look who else followed you in. They don't have popcorn in here. Hi there, Atlas. Oh, you're so hot.
It's hot out there. I'm filming. I'm gonna go in and hey Joe. It's Joe Raphael. Say hi to everybody.
That's him.
That's him.
Chief was passed away this last few days. And from a festival point of view, it's just like gut-wrenching, you know. Without his help and support early on, you know, we went out there about the second or third year. Without Joe Edgar and Eugene, probably we wouldn't be at the campground. There was no electricity, no trees, still not a lot of trees, but there is some electricity. And so we talked this afternoon. We had kind of an impromptu meeting, and we can't do it officially on paper tonight, but we're going to change the name of the campground from the Rodeo Arena Campground or the Roundup Club Campground to the Cheatwood Memorial or Cheatwood Campgrounds. Like everything else with this festival, it just kind of moves on. You know, I've got 3 and 4 generations that are helping with the festival. Joe Edgar and Eugene were part of it. Joe Edgar's son has been instrumental, even today, helping do just things you don't even want to know what he was doing. Because I promise you didn't want to be out there pulling trucks out of the mud and whatever. And without Steve, that probably wouldn't have happened. They'd probably still be stuck out there. So we feel like instead of a Joe Edgar, you know, it's just a Cheatwood Roundup Club arena. And that's what we're going to recognize it as in the future. So if you see Steve, Jamie, you know, just tell them thank you for being with us. I want to just take a few minutes to introduce the board. Like I said, if you see them, they're running around here like chickens with their heads cut off. There's just so many moving parts to this. I don't even know if you understand. I don't even understand what all has to happen. But due to the people on this list, it happens. And it's happened for 26 years. Sharon and Dee Jones would be amazed. Every Memorial Day, I go to Welty to the cemetery out there and just say thank you and maybe cuss them a little bit. I don't know. But I don't know that they would. They spent a lot of tireless hours. Those early days weren't easy. Not that these days are easy, but there was a different kind of not easy back then. And I think if you've been around a day or two, you know what we're talking about there. My board members, I brought the book where I can try and remember. Gary Hart is the vice president down here. Dana Gunn from Texas is down here. Miranda Huff from Oklahoma City or Edmond. Dana treasurer. Dana's the secretary. Miranda's the treasurer. Our newest member, I don't know if she knew what she was getting into.
Music's gonna start.
But Brooke Arthur
I promise.
is helping us with hospitality. Fred Elliott, you'll see him back in the back. And wherever we're recording music, wherever we have music, he'll be recording. And so we have an archive of every show since Fred's been around. Cheyenne Felker on our concert committee. She helped put this stuff together. Lindsay Flowers from Oklahoma City works with our grants and gets the Oklahoma Art Council grant stuff done. I promise you, I couldn't do that. Cheryl Graham, I didn't forget you this time, Cheryl. Maddie Gregory, Kathy just mentioned the app. Thank Maddie. And there's not many of these little programs around. There's a few and everything, but if you got a phone, download the app. It's got all the information there, and it's really a good app. And she worked tirelessly on it. I don't even know. Roger Hostenbeck, Bach. I call him Roger H because I can't say his last name. We allow the Texas people to come in every now and then. Jamie Lucas from here in town. This past little over a year ago, well, 2 years I guess going on, she had an accident, but she has never not been involved with the campground since that time. She makes it run like just a well-rounded machine out there. So if you got any problem with the campground, call Jamie. Roger Osborne from Stillwater. Conference committee. He'll be up here tomorrow, rest of the week, doing a lot of announcing, out the pasture, doing announcing. Been on board for a long, long time, and truly an asset to the board. I always want to say Guy, don't I? It's Guy Zeller. I probably got that name wrong. He's in charge of photography and rounding up people to take pictures for all of our venues. So if you get a bad picture, if you're on the picture, thank you. And that's my advisory board. That's my board. And I'm sorry this is taking too long, but for 26 years, we've been through a lot of changes. We've added people, we've took people off, boards come and go. And what I need to say right quick, our board is not like the United Way board. We're not anywhere close. If you get on our board, you're probably going to have to work. And so, again, board, thank you. We couldn't do it without them. There are volunteers throughout this thing, and they're all encouraged and rounded up by the board. Again, there's hundreds of people involved making this work. We don't know exactly how it works, but it seems to work every year. But the one constant through the 26 years, throughout all the changes we've had a lot of changes, but the one constant had been this theater. It's always been here. We've been through probably 4 or 5 owners during that period of time. We've always been lucky enough to have people that were always willing to work with us and help make this event happen and make this facility happen. I think the last couple of years it changed ownership again, and we are now part of it's owned by the Okemah tribal town. It's a federally recognized tribe, and without them, we wouldn't be here. And I don't get it confused, but I know Okemah is their own tribe, but they're also within the Muskogee Nation. So they're all part of it. I'd like to, at this point, turn it over and introduce the Miko for the Okemah tribe, who will give you a welcome. But Miko Ryan Moore.
All right, thank you. Welcome everybody to the Okemah Tribal Town Crystal Theater. This is the second year we've held this event here, so I hope you guys like the venue. There's a lot of music that we have to present, and there's going to be a lot of great music coming up. So I would like to ask David Frank to say a prayer for us, please. David, Miko Sachi.
Mado Miko. Before I leave this stage, I'm going to teach everybody two of our Muskogee language words. So whenever we greet each other on the street, we say "Stongo." I want everybody to say "Stongo."
Stongo.
Hitli Mahi, that was very good. I'm going to say a prayer for you in the Muskogee language. It's the language spoken by all of our people at Paplaco, as well as the Seminole tribe and the Creek Nation. So at this time, those of you who would like to stand feel welcome to do so. Isagidamasi, oh, Ilegitska, Chihuchevka, the Jagigis, Chimomikida, the Lagigis, Memaho Inage, Komitski, Moma Edaboman, Yama, Igana, O Momegas. Nitta Faga, Taklegan, Mojanetan Pomas. Momus Poma Wheatland is Pomwegas. With Legiat is him Wegagia, Edabon. Nagipuni Otkipuijidai, Skitlida, Sipo Ayitskas. Momes Howaga, Asipus Regis. Omikida, Ikchida, Moment Lakida, Shinagi, Imonga, Omega. Amen. All right, thank you very much. What I said was everything doesn't translate directly, but we pray for all of those in attendance, and we always give thanks to our Creator. Our Creator is the same author of your Bible that you read. There's only one God, and we're all blessed to be here. And what we teach in our ways is that whenever we gather in a place like this, you leave all your ill will and animosity at the door. And when you come in here, we enjoy these gifted people that you're about to see. And we pray for traveling mercies, all of those that you came from a long distance. So with that, I want to tell you all Mado, and that's the second word you're going to learn. That means thank you. So I want everybody to say Mado.
Mado.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get this party started. My first little gift to you this evening is it's a collaboration that spawned about this time last year. We didn't really expect the magic that happened, and we're really, really, really excited to present this to you this year. I don't want to say too much, but I feel like after this experience, we're all going to feel a little bit closer, like anyone would after any life-changing event or trauma. Please welcome the Folk Swingers. We're the Folk Swingers. Do you guys follow us on Instagram?
On Threads.
We're just testing the energy. We are the folk swingers, and we'd like to say that there will be no refunds.
They asked me to start with the happiest song I could think of. My baby's sleeping, tears are on his pillow. He's looking for answers, and I can't give him one. Please don't hurt my baby. Please don't leave him waiting. My baby
take that name. Please don't hurt my baby. Please don't leave him waiting. My baby's kind, sweet and gentle. You can't find a reason to stay, then you should go. Please don't hurt my baby. Please don't leave him waiting. My baby's hurting. You have done it again. You call yourself daddy. You have no right to abuse that name. My baby's kind, sweet and gentle. You can't find a reason to stay, and you should go. Please don't hurt my baby. Please don't leave me waiting. My baby, he's looking for daddy. My baby, he's looking for daddy. Can you give him one? Can you give him one?
So dark. That's why I wore this shirt. That's why I wore these pants. That's
why I
the
brought
way to
you.
survive the show. That's right. Well, I also brought this shirt just because I know there's not a lot of street lamps, and so I thought I don't want to get hit walking home. You know what I mean? So
Does your shirt glow in the dark?
because one other thing is if I do get hit walking home with this, I'll know that it's on purpose. So I'll see this shirt and be like, yeah. Extra points for that one. We are pleased to be here, though. We are the Folk Swingers. Really, our name should actually be Annie Guthrie and the Folk Swingers. But
It will be eventually.
Yes, now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was quick.
I'm excited.
Should have seen that coming.
We have a very rich back history that we've been making up as we've been going along. Anyone who follows us on Instagram, check it out. I mean, even if you hate the performance, the Instagram rocks. I'm telling you. So,
Our marketing
Donna,
team.
you want to play a song?
Wait, we're all playing songs?
Oops. I guess, why don't I have Annie do another?
No, I don't want to.
No.
You told us not even to bring instruments.
I know we don't need music really to be
we're
folk
just gonna
swingers.
talk.
It's a look. It's about an image.
You can take our
And
pictures.
as you can see, we all got the memo about the outfits this evening.
Yes.
We actually wanted to represent 3 different looks that we've had in our 50, 60 plus years of being the Folk Swingers.
Well, this is the same outfit I wore in that first Smithers Brothers show.
Right. I remember actually you wearing that when you delivered me when I was born.
I had spent it to dry cleaners.
Yeah.
Well, that was a messy birth.
I'm going to say my mother still sends her apologies. Did you get the fruit basket?
Every year. Like Tom Cruise. The famous Tom Cruise Christmas cake.
Yeah.
I get the birthday.
Yeah.
I don't get anything.
You will. You will. You'll just take it. You know. It's your world. We're just
stalling around.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all
Yeah,
stumbling.
do a song. Do one from the famed Don and Annie duo album that you made when you briefly kicked me out of the band for
Yeah, well, it was a little
overdosing on cough syrup.
Too happy?
I'll do it. You didn't say happy?
Yeah.
Like, am
Too
I
happy.
or you're happy?
I tend to be a little on the happy side. Compared to you, ecstatic. And that's my role, right?
That's why I wore these pants.
Yeah.
My happy pants.
It's why you even us out, to be honest. It's good. It's sort of, you know.
We need that balance.
It's funny that whenever Annie texts me and she says bad news, the house is falling down, I immediately get a text from Don saying, good news, we can build a new house. It's like,
Beautiful valley, beautiful desert, San Juan mountains, and the song breeze too. Me and my banjo gonna play a little music. You sure are happy to be swinging with you. There's a grand old river that starts in the valley, telling its story everywhere we go. Sneaking past towers, holding back Texas, jumping the border, down into Mexico. And there's a big volcano south of Antonita, named after my father. And I sure like that. You can move away to Boulder, or out to California, even New York City, but you keep coming back. Take a little swinger. Yeah, swinging. We got a little shaker egg solo. Do it again. This is what you're known for. Oh yeah. Go deep, deep. Reach.
I can't do this.
this is why, come on. This is why we get the big bucks. Come on.
Did you do that? Did you do that? Did you give me like a beat?
Oh, we're gonna have another fight on stage?
This is how the last tour ended.
It's how the first tour ended, before it started.
I can't.
Finish your song.
The folks would not have left the building.
You were still connected.
got to leave the country. Blowing over the strange behaviors. It pisses off my friends. It dirties up the sky. You can move over the border. We're out to California. Even New York City. But you keep coming back. This land is your land. This land is my land. California to the New York Island. Redwood water, no sleep. This land was made from the towers forever. Be amazing.
These guys are fun. It's a little crazy on stage.
It is, isn't it? That's just how we rehearsed it last year. Well, we were trying to do that thing about, obviously we hold ourselves in such high esteem because it's like that whole start as you mean to go on. So, you know.
Well, guys, that's Don Condescending in this impromptu band called the Folk Swingers, which is pretty fun. I don't think they do anything in a straight line. And there's a lot of improv, and it's so funny. Annie Guthrie's the person in the middle. The guy in the end, you're going to have to look him up on the Instagram. He's an English guy, great guitar player. He's playing here as a duo as well, and he and his partner are fantastic, but I've forgotten their names at the top of my head. Apologize for that. You want to go a little bit of a walk? I hope you guys can hear all right. I'm taking you down an alleyway and across town. I'm going to bring you to what's left of Woody's home site. This is a back alley behind the Crystal Theater where we were just sitting, where all the musicians hang out. Kind of fun to think of like a 4 or 5 year old Woody Guthrie walking around here in, you know, in shorts, running around, going to movies at this very theater, which is where he saw westerns in the 20s and 30s. Don's in good spirits. It's nice to see him back at the festival. He missed a lot of years. And he has been returning in the last couple of years to do music, and he's beloved here. All right, guys. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We got some dogs here. That could have been a really good live moment. I'll take you guys up to the park. Feel free to ask questions if you want. I can read the comments now. Scarlett says, is that Is that Don? Yes, that was Don. He was on the far left. Sorry for being so far away. I couldn't zoom in without risking turning the camera off entirely. So this is a beautiful little town. I've been, again, coming here since 1994 and made like a pilgrimage here because I loved Woody's music. And can you hear me all right, y'all? We're still going good. Let me get that comment down here. First time I went to Woody's home site, I went in there and looked around and I grabbed some stones. And then I went to the Kerrville Folk Festival and I recognized a lot of the folk singers' cars had the same stones on it, on the dashboard. It's sort of a good luck little memento. And it was because all the folkies had come to Okemah to take a piece of his foundation with them. That's frowned upon now because the house was disappearing slowly but surely. Had a few friends live in this town for a bit. It's a quiet little space. Good place to live. Woody ended up having a mom who had Huntington's chorea as well. And she ended up being institutionalized, and a lot of tragedy in his life. He lost a sister to a fire when he was only like 14. I think she might have been 16 or something like that. And not long after that, his mother was institutionalized, and his dad became an alcoholic. And when Woody was about 15, he was pretty much just living from couch to couch. Friends in this town would let him sleep over and feed him. And by the time he was 18, he headed down to Texas, learned how to paint signs for a living. And I think he had a band even in high school. He started playing guitar, and his mom sang gospel music around the house, which helped to inform his own music and the songs that he sang. Eventually, he got married, had a bunch of kids in Texas, and started traveling around the country, hoboing, jumping on trains, and bringing a guitar all around the country with him, singing songs about workers' rights and unionizing and those kind of songs, political songs, social songs, love songs, kids songs. He played them all. That's one reason why I do such a variety of music myself, is because, I mean, if Woody Guthrie puts out a kids record, why can't I? You know, and if Pete Seeger puts out a kids record, why can't I? So I've done a couple kids records as well, a couple kids books. Maybe we'll do more. I'm looking on turning 50. I'm 58 now, getting older, and I'm wondering how I'm going to spend the next 20 years of my life. And I want to travel, but I don't want to travel hard. I want to travel easy. And create more, write more songs, record more albums, do children's books, maybe write a book of short stories, maybe a book on songwriting. This is the Okemah Public Library over here, behind me there, that brick building. And this is the town park behind me. And over here is where Mr. Guthrie was raised, in one of the houses he was raised in. He wrote, Scarlett's asking me what age was he when he wrote those lyrics to God's Promise. I know he was in the hospital. I guess if I had to extrapolate, it was probably the late 1950s, so he would have been probably in his mid to late 40s, 45, 46. So we're here in these trees. This is where Woody's house was. I'll walk you in there. This is the back, little path to it. There's a old carved up tree here. It was some chainsaw artist took care of it. This is it right here. When I came back in 1994 looking for this place, there's a little house over here, and there's a guy strumming a guitar across the street here. And I said, "Do you know where the old Woody Guthrie house was?" And he pointed right at this tree line. You can see some of the bricks here. This is the beginning of his foundation. It comes in here. You can see some of the stones in the house. Someday they'll have somebody buy this place and turn it into a proper memorial museum for him, because that needs to happen. Here you go. There's a closer look. Having the festival here in his honor is obviously a beautiful thing, but it would be really, really great. And maybe that's something that I'll try and spearhead at some point, to try and get this place purchased and taken care of properly and a museum created. Because it doesn't have to be a complicated thing. Well, it's been really nice to stand and talk and walk and show you guys some sights here in Okemah. I hope that was fun for you. As the weekend is progressing, I see a little puppy in the road. I think he's okay. As the weekend's progressing, I'll do a few more live streams. And yeah, we'll talk more soon, okay? All right, I'm going to get back to the theater and to see Don and the gang. I've got a lot of rehearsing. I'm going to be in the theater myself tomorrow morning at 11, singing Woody Guthrie songs. So, yeah, cheers, guys. That was entertaining for you, enough to make it worth your while. We'll talk soon. Cheers.